This tragedy all started with a robbery at a nearby LCBO store. Minutes later, police ended up pursuing a vehicle the wrong way down the 401 here in Whitby. This is the eastbound lane. That cargo van and the police vehicle were traveling the opposite direction, westbound. A collision eventually happening further down the highway involving 6 vehicles at least and claiming the lives of 4 people, including an infant and that infant's grandparents. The SIU, the province's police watchdog, has now taken over the investigation.
Officers made their way to the scene and located a vehicle of interest, a cargo van. Officers followed the cargo van through numerous streets in Durham region as the vehicle drove erratically.
Just going to the grocery store with my oldest daughter, and a U-Haul van came extremely fast through the intersection, almost clipped the car. I don't know how it didn't clip a car in the intersection. Had to be doing well over 120 kilometers an hour, and dozens of cops following him. Headed to the 401, and that's the last I saw of him, but it seemed to cause a bit of a ruckus.
The SIU says the cargo van then entered the 401 at Stevenson Road, traveling westbound in the eastbound lanes. Moments later, a crash involving at least 6 vehicles, including this transport truck with major front-end damage. An occupant of that cargo van was pronounced dead on the scene. In another vehicle, 2 grandparents, 55 and 60 years old, and their infant grandchild also dead. 1 other person was transported to hospital with serious injuries. The entire incident, from the robbery call to the pursuit and the crash, took place in the span of 20 minutes. Concerns are now being raised about proper police protocol when it comes to pursuing a vehicle.
The SIU will conduct a thorough investigation, which will involve interviews with many people and the examination of a lot of evidence and paperwork and policies and things like that to determine what happened and what needs to be done next.
Meanwhile, Premier Ford saying his heart goes out to the family.
We're going to do everything we can to equip our police that there won't have to be high-speed chases, and one of the reasons we're getting helicopters for police agencies around Ontario just to support them. But this is a tragedy.
None of the 4 victims have been identified. There's also no further information on that robbery suspect, including the age or gender. The SIU is asking anyone who has information or video that may help in this investigation to contact them. In Whitby, Natividad, City News.